To the end, crib outside the city, I don't feel waiting for the wins. I'm in debt to no one but the one who took my sins. I do it for real, there's no reason to pretend. If I do it once, I do it again. Add it up, bankroll, euro, peso, add it up, I'm just doing me, everything is on me, oh you matter what, add it up.
What it do, man, what it do? This is your boy. Man, y'all know me as West Africa Floyd, North End Floyd, North End Hope, Floyd, Hoy, Flizzle, Hizzle. I got a lot of names, man, depending on how well you know me. But we back with another dope episode on the KikBack podcast, man. And I'm glad to have this brother on, man. Ben supposed had this brother on a while back, but I guess timing is just perfect right now, you know. I got the world famous hey Jay, what it do, man? What's up, man? You on the KikBack, man? I finally got you on, man.
Hey Floyd, this long overdue, man. The one and only Northside alumni, Floyd Hope in the building.
Hey man, you know, hey man. Shout out to the whole Beaumont, but you know, yeah, Northside alumni for sure. You know, yeah, we could do it good over here too, also. Hey, shout out to you. That's my boy. That's my boy. That's my PIC right there. That's Aaron Scott.
Okay.
Appreciate you tapping in, Aaron.
I want to let everybody know I'm rocking the exclusive KikBack gear. I want everybody to know I take a lot of pride in going through the ropes and making sure I was able to rock my boy gear on this show, man. Not only do I want to come on the show, I want to support him too by rocking his gear. Hey,
appreciate that, man. Y'all check out the website kickbackclothing.com, man. Y'all check it out, man. It's all on there. You know, you can get a lot of stuff on there. Got some dope stuff on it. AJ rocking one of the shirts on there too. That's the flag t-shirt. That's the KikBack flag t-shirt right there. But they got a lot of more dope stuff on there, man. I appreciate y'all if y'all check that out. Your boy Anthony Barker. What's up, AB? Anthony Barker. What's good, man?
Mr. Barker, the mouth of the that's what I call it.
Hey Stacy, you just recently did a podcast show with Stacy.
Yeah, Stacy, my guy, man, like my little brother. We pretty tight, man. Kind of grew up together.
That was dope. That concept was dope. Y'all riding in the car, and that was dope right there. I was feeling that.
Yeah, bro. Isaac, man, he got a mind of a millionaire, bro. Isaac got some dope ideas, man.
Yeah, I was like, man, I was feeling that. I ain't gonna lie, I think y'all need to do that more, to be honest with you. I thought that was pretty cool.
What he told me is he's gonna do that with all the candidates, so it's gonna be ride-alongs. Like, so he's gonna ride around and let them talk about, you know, the perception of Beaumont.
That's gonna be fire right there.
Yeah, I was feeling it.
Oh man,
I told him we gotta go. I gotta go one more time before election, though.
Oh yeah, no doubt. Yeah, you definitely gotta go one more time during that election, man. Y'all gotta bring some of the candidates through that north, man.
Yeah, we spent a lot of time in the north. We went by Shabebe, we went by the Red. Yeah, we cut some corners in the north.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind bringing like a few of those cats through the north end, let them see what it's about, and I know y'all did that at nighttime, huh?
Uh-huh.
That'd be kind of dope if y'all brought them.
Hey, that's when you know you really about their life. You know, you gotta.
Yeah. Thanks, man.
In the daytime, you want to move around at nighttime.
Yeah, real talk, man. You know, hey, what's up, Terry? Shout out to Terry. You know what I'm saying?
I love Miss Savoy.
Yeah, Miss Savoy, man. She be doing her thing.
Mm-hmm.
No, I think she got some books out, huh?
Oh yeah, my dog Butch, man. Miss Savoy, icon, a legend in the community, man.
Yeah, y'all go check out her book, man. Y'all go check out her Facebook page, and y'all go check out her books and support her. She doing big things in the community. But you know, okay. He say, okay. Anthony Barker talk about let's get up. All right, Anthony, my bad, homie. Goddamn, calm down. I don't want you to talk about me in the morning.
Look, Anthony wants to smoke. I say one wrong thing, you know. Anthony be blasting me on a Facebook post tomorrow, so I gotta tread lightly with Anthony.
Yeah, man, you gotta be careful with Anthony. He know everything too. So anyway, man, let the people, if they don't know, which they should know, but if they don't know, why don't you tell the people who you are?
Man, Albert A.J. Turner, man, born and raised in Beaumont, Texas. Actually, the north side of Beaumont, Texas. Graduate of Central High School, honors, number 9 in my class. Went off to Wiley College on a full basketball scholarship. Became the SJ president of the school, was on the debate team, pledged Kappa. and I was president of my fraternity, captain of the basketball team. We won a championship my junior year.
Okay. Oh, I didn't know you had a game like that.
I had a little work on that court, man. I've been heavily involved in the community. Yeah. I believe in, lead with my actions. I let my actions do the talking for me, so I don't really have to talk about some of the things I do because I'm real big on when you're actually doing the work, you don't have to brag on it because the work gonna speak for itself.
Facts, real talk. Let me shout out my brother. My brother said you got to pass anywhere. AJ got to pass anywhere. He said I support that boy.
Hey, look, I used to throw some of the livest events, but the thing about it is you got to be good everywhere you go. When you treat everybody right, you solid with everybody, treat them with respect, you get that kind of respect. So tell them much love.
Yeah, much love. Hey, Fred, man, why don't you share this? Why don't y'all share this? Why don't y'all let the city know? I like to get a lot of people. I like to speak for the unspoken for. So I like to bring people on the show now that's running for at large like yourself and, potential mayor candidates and whoever. So a lot of people from our community can see these people, can vibe, can hear their voice, can see their face and be like, okay, yeah, I like his direction. I like his path. Let me pay attention to him. So why don't y'all share this show? So if anybody don't know who AJ is, or if they just move into the city, let the people know who who that candidate is, because a lot of us don't know the candidates. When we go in there and vote, we be like, man, who is that? I don't know that name, So I think this is a great opportunity to go here and share that. Yo, Fred, why don't you share that, my brother? That's my little bro too. So
Fred act like the big bro.
Yeah, I let him have that title. You know how Cash Money is. They got Baby and Manny Fresh, but they got the big brother. They got Slim, who played a background that a lot of people don't see. I like to play that part. You know what I'm saying? So, so you can go ahead and carry the name. I ain't even tripping. You can do that. Okay. All right. Yeah. Jess said they sleeping if they don't know who you are. So anyway, you said something. You said about volunteering and doing city work. Why don't you explain that?
Well, when I say volunteering and doing city work, I mean, what are you really doing to improve your city? Like, how active are you in your community? Like, I think when people get ready to run for office, one of the first things you want to ask them is, what have you physically done to impact where you live? Like, what are some things that you spearheaded? Not that you participated in, but you actually spearheaded. So, I'm big on things I spearheaded. I can go anywhere and be in any room. I can go in a club with a trap music playing, and I can go in a room where it's tuxedos. Like, that's the kind of versatility I want to have, man. I want to stay that same person.
Yeah, that's a talent. You got to have a talent to be able to do both, man. There ain't too many people that can do that. Like you said, can go in the hood and do their thing and go to like a boardroom meeting and do their thing too. You got to be versatile. And that's one thing that I respect about you, because a lot of people can't do that. Or if a lot of people try to do that, you can see that they just, you can see like
one thing I want to stress though, a lot of people can do it. I want to turn it around. I think people can do it. It's not what you know, it's who you know. So one thing I'm big on is it may not be me that can push a deal through or get in a certain room, but if somebody can walk me in, I ain't tripping on getting a ticket to get in through somebody else. Like, you don't want to let your ego get in the way. So I'm good on, as long as somebody give me a pass, I can respect it.
Yeah, no doubt. Shout out to Ava. Ava, man, I call Ava Big Sis. She be giving me some insight. She be telling me to calm down a few times. You know what I'm saying? I respect that. So
hey, Floyd, Ava, one of the most solid people in this community, man. I got a lot of respect for Miss Ava. Right?
She's solid, man.
That's about the work. She about that action.
Yeah, Ava's solid, man. That's like a mentor to me, to be honest with you. So, okay, Anthony, we get into the questions. Calm down, my G. Calm down. That boy he really trying to put some heat on you.
That's Anthony?
Yeah, that's Anthony. So, AJ, what you think is going to be the greatest challenge regarding to changing Beaumont?
I think the greatest challenge regarding to changing Beaumont is the mindset of the people in Beaumont. But once again, you can't blame the people for the mindset, because when you want an innovative mindset, you look at your leadership. So when you got innovative leadership, then you can change the mindset. So I'm real big on the mindset of our people, like taking more pride in our community. You know, so Beaumont, so 409, really rep that and mean that. Like that's one thing I miss about A-Tone, because I called A-Tone all the time the mascot of Beaumont. Like he was at every basketball game, cheering, football game, in the party, the life of the party. And if a school board meeting, he frontline, ready to work. When you do some work in the community, A-Tone was always frontline. So man, I wanna push and I always rep for my guy A-Tone. And I definitely want to give the people something to look forward to. Like I want people in Beaumont to have somebody elected that they can be proud of, and that's what I want to be for the citizens of Beaumont.
Facts, and that's one of my questions too. I'm actually finna skip ahead of one of my questions. One of my questions was you wanted to name a street after them. You feel that we should start naming streets after, you know, not just basketball players, but like influential people in the community too.
Anthony checked me on something a while ago, and I respect him for that, because I was pushing an initiative. I kind of started talking about naming the street after somebody, and he was like, man, there's people like a normal person who's done above and beyond. Why don't we start with somebody the whole community respect? And right now on that street name on A-Town, we write it 1,000 signatures. It only requires 2,000, but I'm pushing for 5,000. So when you bring it to the council is undeniable. So we at 1,000 signatures right now. We're gonna keep on pushing it.
We need how many?
We only need 2,000, but I always go above and beyond, because when you show up with way more than what's expected, the likelihood of it passing is always gonna go through.
Yeah, you need to reshare that so I can share that to people who don't even know about that. You know what I'm saying? Okay. We can hit 2,000. I know we can do that.
But I want to really shock them, because I want to walk in there with 5,000.
Yeah. No doubt. And I never met A-Tone, but man, I seen the effect. You know what I'm saying? I felt the effect when he died, like that, as far as like the city of Beaumont, how much they love him. My little brother kicked it with him too. You know what I'm saying? Hung tight with him too. So you know what I'm saying? RIP to the homie. And you know, I support anybody who rep Beaumont and that's proud of Beaumont and trying to change the best.
A-Tone was the Beaumont mascot, bro. Like this guy went to a basketball playoff game for Central. Had his body painted in maroon and gray, no shirt on, like a real fan. Like that's the kind of pride you want to see, you know, leaders take in the city, man.
Yeah, facts. Hey, the next question is you know, a lot of people saying this is one of the most important elections in Beaumont, like, you know what I'm saying, in recent years. Why do you feel that it's important, and how excited are you for like the new change that's about to happen?
I think it's very important because it's exciting to see that people in Beaumont are really starting to be involved locally. Like they're really starting to care. You know, like some of these issues that happen right here in Beaumont, the people can choose the people to be in place to actually make these things happen. Like projects, like we're finna get money in to redevelop the riverfront. My opinion is if we're gonna redevelop riverfront, we need to put a proposal out with maybe 3 or 4 options and let the citizens of Beaumont vote on what they want the riverfront to look like. Like you shouldn't have 7 people making a decision that important. We should put it out there and let the people vote on it, man.
The riverfront, how wide is that gonna stretch? Is it gonna stretch all the way to where we go kick it at on what they call it, where the ferry at, you know, where we go Sundays at the river?
Bruh, the riverfront from the riverfront downtown, you can get to Lake Charles to the boat. You can literally see Vida from there. You can get to the river. You can get to the north where we used to kick it at on Sundays. Like you can get anywhere from that riverfront. So in my head, a perfect look for the riverfront would be, okay, you know, right next to the Civic Center where they have that big open parking space, right? So I would get rid of that and do a parking garage on the other side. So now if you do a parking garage on the other side, which is the right of the Civic Center, now you have all that space to do a build out and retail. So on the first floor, I would have maybe shopping. Second floor, I would have nice restaurants like maybe I would call it a taste of the culture. I would like to see maybe a Papacitos, you know, some things we don't have in Beaumont. You know, a barbecue spot, an Asian spot, call it a taste of the culture. And you ever heard of the Blue Lagoon?
I think I heard of it.
The Blue Lagoon is like a pool in Houston, but it looked like the beach. So
oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Into the pool. So imagine and we had the restaurants. We had the shopping at the bottom, the restaurants at the top. The Blue Lagoon looked leading into the river. How dope would that be downtown?
Yeah, that would be dope. Jess says it's going to expand. She says it's just downtown. It's not going to stretch to College Ferry, which I think it should stretch all the way to College Ferry. To be honest with you.
Yeah, if you jump in the boat though, you can navigate pretty much anywhere you want to go though if you jump in the boat.
Yeah. Now, Porter thing, this is a spicy topic right here. As far as the high school stadium, a lot of people are 50-50 on the high, or like changing the name. I think what they said is they're not going to change it back to the previous name, but they're going to choose like a new name. You got any ideas you think, because you want to name streets after certain individuals as far as that had community presence? You got any ideas of what you want to, change that name to as far as the high school football stadium?
Yeah, but let's talk about a little bit of the history of everything that took place behind it. All right.
Yeah.
Let's kind of take it back. And in our community, the people that look like us in our community, normally when we're celebrated, you're either a celebrity or an athlete, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's when you get celebrated in your hometown. You're a celebrity athlete. One thing that I can respect about Dr. Thomas' regime was this gentleman was one of the highest paid superintendents in the state. And not only did he come to the state, he built 11 new schools for people that went to public school. I know some of those schools were literally falling apart, man. And this guy built 11 new schools. And not only did he build 11 new schools for educational purposes, he went above and beyond, and he did the state-of-the-art football stadium. And one thing Dr. Thomas was doing is he wouldn't hire a principal that didn't live within the city of Beaumont.
Mm-hmm.
He wanted to make sure if you were in a leadership position, you actually lived in the community that you were leading. So I kind of can understand when you look at the culture and relating to the kids that actually go to the district. So sometimes I think it's awesome to celebrate people who have actually done positive things. Of course, it's unfortunate that some things happened negatively while he was on top. But I think like in the court of law, a lot of people often say you're innocent to proven guilty. And I never seen a verdict actually come out on his name. So it's like the community is torn in between the two, because you got one side of the community calling him a crook, and you got the other side of the community saying he's a hero. Mm-hmm. So how do you please both sides? We're going to stay at odds because of that. Yeah,
that's true. Another question. Well, somebody was Anthony talking about the doggy park and stuff like that, as far as they want to build a doggy park. And that's one of my questions too. I guess I could jump to one of them questions. And let me ask this question first before we jump into the doggy park. A lot of people feel that we only have like 2 parks to bring our kids to as far as in Beaumont. That's Rogers Park, and that's the park downtown. You think we need you think it need to be an emphasis on like fixing up some of these parks to bring our kids to? Because you got Rogers and you got, downtown by the Beaumont event center and stuff like that. Other than that, I can't think of another park where you can go where it's a lot of activities and slides and stuff to bring our kids.
Yeah, I remember when I was little, when Imagination Station first came about, it was very nice,
Oh yeah, it was dope.
Yeah, it's been like that since I was younger. But I think one of the biggest things is to have a diverse council, meaning, I respect anybody in public office because you go above and beyond to get there, and you take a lot of hits once you get there. But when you have younger people on the council who actually have kids who play at the parks, they actually think and consider that. So it's kind of, when you have a diverse council with age, race, gender, you'll see younger people take more of a impact on things like nice.
Well, we lost AJ.
Nah, somebody had FaceTime me. Hold on.
Oh, okay. Man, they know you on the show, man. Why don't y'all let AJ after the show? Y'all know he on the show. Pay attention. Y'all know what's going on right now.
And my camera say, am I paused? Can you see me or no?
It's black.
Oh, Lord.
Mikey, what's good, my G? There you go.
I'm back. Yeah, 2 people was calling me. I hit the ignore, but they kept calling back. So they'll be all right. I'll catch you later.
Yeah, fact. Yeah. Yeah, so like we were saying, as far as you know what I'm saying, as far as the parks and stuff like that, Imagination Station, yeah, that was when I mean that got built like in like the 90s or something.
Mm-hmm. That's when I used to go play at that park. But I think when you're a city councilman, you should have relationships with private investors. You should have a relationship with people with money. And a lot of times when you have relationships with private investors, you can get them to donate to specific things that you have an interest in, like some of these parks being rejuvenated, you know?
Mm-hmm. Dang, that boy Mike, he said AJ for president. You
Hey,
trying to get there eventually? AJ, that's the goal?
Hey, look, I'm gonna go as high as God take me, bro.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, AJ, another thing is I know you're aware of the reputation as far as the city councilman having these spats on in their meetings, and I think that's one reason why they took down their Facebook Live. How do you feel about coming into that situation and trying to mend those fences, man? Because we used to see the pettiness going back and forth.
Bro, when you solid and you a man of integrity, bro, like you gotta stand for something. Like at some point you gotta step up and say enough is enough and kind of check that. You know, I think it's unfortunate the arguing and bickering you see, but you know, sometimes the person at the head, age doesn't make you necessarily mature.
True that.
I think it's very, very, very crucial that we never know who watching, man. It could be a billionaire watching, want to come put more money into the city of Beaumont, and our own council arguing. So you think they want to come invest money when we not getting along?
Yeah.
So the ones that's doing that, you got to actually question them. Do you really want to see the city of Beaumont grow? Because if you do, conducting yourself this way, you got kids watching. You got people that actually look up to us, that elected us, watching us. Mm-hmm. And you got investors watching. Is this the example that you want to say the city of Beaumont is setting? Definitely not, bro. Like, so I definitely think that we can do a better job conducting ourselves. I'm big on I can agree to disagree, and I can walk away. We can have a cocktail the next day, because I'm gonna vote on my morals, my values, my principles, and how my constituents want me to vote. And if you feel some type of way about me for doing simply what the people want me to do, that's a personal problem. I'm not gonna change. So I think you should be able to. I don't care if you feel one way and vote one way, and I vote another way. It should be no cliques, because we simply vote different ways. Whoever the better person for the job can navigate the other votes. May the best person get that, But at the end of the day, the way they go about it, bro, age don't make you mature, and I definitely think that's not a good look for the city of Beaumont. How some of those meetings are conducted.
Yeah, no doubt. You think we should move the meetings to late on that evening instead of 1:30?
If it was up to me, I would do every meeting in the evening, because you actually got to be respectful to everybody who works. Like the average household in the city of Beaumont works the hours between 8 and 5. So you got to be respectful to everybody, in my opinion. If I had a vote or a say so, if I get elected, I would be perfectly fine with doing every meeting in the evening.
Bet. I'm going to take a question. Danielle, that's Danielle. Danielle was saying, what's your thoughts about supporting local businesses as opposed to encouraging out-of-town venues? I think I know what she's talking about too.
So Danielle, I want to make sure I answer your question right. I'm all about supporting local businesses. I support local businesses all the time, but I also think the city of Beaumont can do a better job being an asset to local businesses, like letting people know about some of the investment opportunities we got, like community block grants and other programs we have. And if do a better job evaluating these programs, if they're not working, we need to go the extra mile to try to figure out how to fix them, or figure out another option that can work efficiently for people. I think it's kind of unfortunate that when you're investing in the city of Beaumont, we should welcome people with open arms. We should do whatever we can to go above and beyond to help them get established and get on their feet. So I'm a big advocate. I'm a businessman in the city of Beaumont. So, of course, I'm 100% behind helping local. And I also feel like when people come out and do work in Beaumont, I definitely want the contractors in Beaumont to have an opportunity to get those jobs or get those contracts.
Yeah, no doubt. And let me shout out a few local businesses too. I want to shout out Cedric Sullivan. He got a fire barbecue spot. It's right there on 11th Street in Blanchard. He an American Bedroom. furniture. It's a food truck, and I'm talking about some of the best barbecue I ever had. All right, y'all need to get in tune with him. Holla at my boy Cedric Fobbs. I think he got the Fabulous Fobbs food truck, and holla at TJ. Dang, what's TJ last name? He got
Lawrence.
TJ Lawrence, man. TJ Lawrence got great food too. If I ain't shout y'all out, hey, I apologize. Just hit me up in the inbox and I'll shout y'all out on the next show.
Hey, Floyd, I got a few too. Shout out to Gillum Snack and Food, man.
Okay, yeah.
Shout out to Team Gillum's over there on 11th Street.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So shout out to Gillum's, man. Shout
They
out to
100.
Stirred Up Bistro downtown Beaumont.
Man, I forgot about Stirred Up, man.
Hey, Flame 2.0, you know, over there in Old Town, you know. Shababe's in the North End, you know, Magnolia. Hey, Floyd, I'll be in the trenches, I know, man.
Yeah, indeed, though. Hey, y'all need to check them out, because that's one thing I'm gonna always do is support local businesses and stuff like that. And I think a lot of people in Beaumont, we got some great food out here.
Floyd, so tell me what you think about this. My guy TP Segui was like, he want to see a food truck part. You know, like, what you think about a food truck part?
Yeah, that'd be dope. I got some of his seasoning too the other day. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, that's his seasoning. I just used some of his seasoning, man, on some lamb chops. You know what I'm saying? Had them lamb chops busting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I think like, and another thing I want to do, you know, the city of Beaumont has a huge stage, right?
Yeah.
So they got a huge stage. If you request it in advance, you can actually utilize it. Imagine if we did that, you put that huge stage out there at the river, and maybe once a month, you know, did a concert, man, brought somebody from back in our area out here, man. And, you know, we pulled the slabs out, pulled the barbecue out, you know, and, you know, just do our thing, you know, on Sundays. I'm good.
Come on, man. We need that.
Yeah.
We need that. You know, Beaumont, you know, I think Beaumont, I think it turns a lot of heads. I mean, a lot of people know about Beaumont. I mean, you know what I'm saying? A lot of artists come out here, and I think it's a lot of pride in Beaumont too. Mm-hmm. So I think to have events like that, you know, to represent the town and stuff, I think that'll be dope. And you know what I'm saying? You got you got the Golden Triangle, so you got Orange, Port Arthur, Hillsby, and you got a lot of other communities too that'll love to come out here and attend some of these events and stuff. And you know, I was one of my questions too was about the you know, I said something about the North End Day. I know the South End have their own day, and they have vendors and they have artists come out. And I was thinking,
hey, shout out to Brothers for Positive Change. They actually the ones who put that event on.
Okay.
Joe Cool, Massey, all those boys off of Doucette in that area. Man, I really have a lot of respect for what they do, man. Not only do they bring the whole community together, it's peaceful. It's old school vibes. You see everybody out there, and they always bring an artist. So, hey, Floyd, don't let them outdo you in the South End, bro.
Nah, I ain't gonna let them outdo me. Hey, shout out to them though, because I like that. It's all positive, and I see that inspired me to say what I said. Because I was like, dang, you know, the South End is really like a smaller area too. You know what I'm saying, in the town, and as far as them to put together something like that and have like the community, and then it's people all around Beaumont that go to the event.
Yeah, so I'm there, you know, and I'm not stop going. Yeah.
So I was thinking, like, you know, if the South End can do it, you know, maybe the North End could do it. And then maybe the Pear Orchard can do something like that, or South Park.
You can get it going in a little bit of every area. And then some of these younger guys that's out there wilding, now they have an opportunity to get around with some of the OGs, and they can get the game and the knowledge to be able to move better. So I think that's definitely something that we need to kind of encourage in every little neighborhood, man.
Yeah, facts. Okay, Joseph Trahan, he shout out Crackling Kings.
Crackling King. Hey, that's Joseph Trahan's favorite, man. Hey, that's the Simeon brothers, Crackling Kings.
Okay. Oh, Joe must constantly hit that place up. I ain't never been there, to be honest with you. I'm gonna have to try it out.
Boy, Joe be in the hood. That's how you know about it.
Yeah, Joe was on Magnolia at BB's, man. That's a Joe. That boy out there, man, grinding, getting it. Hold on, Kyrie, I got you, baby. She ready to get on the show. She always want to get on the show.
I had to close the door on my kids, bro. I know they've been busting in.
Yeah, facts, man. Hey, what kind of relationship you think the city councilman should have with their ward or their community?
I definitely. One thing I can say is some of them do fight pretty hard for their ward, but you should have the kind of relationship with your ward where if you at the corner store, you should be able to know the person who owned that corner store. You should be able to know them by first name basis. Like, you know, if you walk in, let's just say you council member Ward 3, you walk in the rec, everybody should run up to you and holler at you.
Yeah, no doubt.
That's the kind of relationships you should have. Like, you should push initiatives and agendas in your particular ward. Like kind of how you said, you know, I think like Ward 2 has Oktoberfest. You know, they push agendas in their ward. I think every ward should be responsible for their own initiative at least once out the year at minimum.
Yeah, no doubt. Well, I mean, Terry said they fight for certain people. I want our councilman to fight for us, you know. That's all I want. I see the councilman fighting for them. I want our councilman to do that and outdo him. That's all I'm saying. We just see, like I said with the South End, I see the South End and they're holding it down and doing positive things. I think the North End could do it too. And a lot of people see a certain councilman fighting, and we want our councilman to fight too. So,
hey, but know what's clear about that? It's nothing wrong with it. Ain't always got to be beef competition. It's nothing wrong with friendly competition. You know, it's nothing.
Yeah. What's up, Naomi? I had Naomi on the show.
That's one of my favorite judges.
Man, I don't know it, man. And to have a judge we can relate to that'll probably bump some UGK or something like that. I think that's kind of dope. That's new. That's live right there, man. You know what I'm saying? You go on her page and she dancing into some juvenile or something. I'm like, oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about, man.
Hey, we got the judge doing TikToks.
Hey, you think you could walk in there and do a TikTok dance and get off?
Man, hey, look, my younger people will have my back, but I think my more seasoned generation, they'll want my head. Like, oh, he's immature, he's not serious. But the thing about it is, you got to be comfortable in your skin, bro. Like, you can't try to let people make you somebody you're not. You got to be, I'm the same age every day. I always have good energy. I'm laughing, I'm joking, I'm talking. Bro, I'm going to be this person all the time.
Yeah, no doubt. Mary Williams be on Mike Getz tail, you know. Hey, Mary Williams, stop. Mary don't give Mike Getz no slack. You know what I'm saying? She ain't got nothing. Hey, Mary, I got Miles. He coming on the show in a couple of weeks. Maybe you can, you know what I'm saying? You could tap in with him or whatever and see what he got to say. And not to take the spotlight off of you. I talked to Miles, man. We had a conversation. And I like the brother, man. I like this approach.
Hey, that's how I met Miles and hey, Mary Williams. Thank you for everything you do in the community.
Facts.
Shout out to our vets, Mary. Thank you for your service. We greatly appreciate you, man. Know how I met Miles?
Yeah, what happened?
So I owned a nightclub, and Miles was an alpha, right?
Yeah.
So Miles was in a fraternity, and they came to me and said they wanted to rent my venue to raise money for their fraternity. So, you know, they went to college. So I said, how about we do a profit sharing agreement where you guys don't have to spend the money in. We form a partnership and do it once a month so you guys can raise money monthly to go towards the Lamar activities at Lamar. Man, yeah. Miles done good business when they went to college, and that's when I first met Miles, man. Like
Miles was doing that, AKA that little shimmy thing and stuff.
Hey, they, you know, they be like, ooh.
Yeah.
That's what Miles
yeah. I'm gonna have Miles hit it on the show too, man. He probably lost
it, bro. Tell him one time for the culture.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if he still got it. See if he fell off or not, man. I'm gonna see if he go hit it. Yeah, Miles Haynes for Ward 2. I think I have him on the show at 19. I'm actually gonna see if him, Brandon, and try to get somebody from Ward 3. I think somebody just announced themselves for Ward 3.
At Ward 3, they have a retired fire chief by the last name of Durio. They got Kevin Reese, who's on the school board, and they have Brandon Johnson. So that's gonna be a pretty competitive race too.
Oh, that's Ward 4.
Oh yeah, Ward 4. Yeah, Ward 4. Ward 3 is it's a pastor by the last name of Walker, and it's Councilman Samuel. So it'll be those two as of right now. But we got 5 more days left. You never know what's gonna happen.
Somebody was saying it was a comment, and they was talking about the split votes. How do you feel about all these people jumping into the game and splitting all these votes up instead of coming together and having the best person run? It seems like it's every man for themselves now.
Hey, well, anytime you run an election, it's whoever can stand on their own 2 feet. I don't care if you're friends with somebody, associates with somebody. You got to be able to stand on your own 2 feet because when you're elected, you got to make decisions for yourself. You can't lean on somebody to do the job for you. 2 years ago when I ran, they said the votes were going to be split in the whole nine, but I give you an example. It was 4 blacks that ran and it was 2 whites that ran. And I finished third or fourth in the voting and I lost by 100 and something votes. But the 2 whites won and the 4 blacks lost because I think one of the unfortunate things out here, I don't think it should be like that, but people sometimes vote for people that they like a classmate, a friend, a cousin, or somebody they like. But sometimes you got to vote for the person that you think can effectively do the job. Like you got to put the personal differences aside, the skin color to the side. Let's put the people who going to actually get the work done. So when it's all said and done, that's kind of what I'm about. I don't want to give somebody a pass. I want you to earn it. Like Floyd, everybody who supports me, I don't want to support me because they like me. I want to earn your vote. I want you to look at it and say, AJ be really working in the community. I want to give him an opportunity to see what he can do on the council for us because I don't want a handout. I want to earn it, bro. And I think everybody running should be able to stand on their own 2 feet, earn their vote, not nobody just give it to them.
Yeah, facts. What do you think about as far as, well, hold on, let me see. Anthony said we need to stop letting people run. Yeah, I guess.
Hey, tell Anthony if he do what I asked, if he do the business that I've been encouraged to do, Anthony got a talent, bro. Anthony should be blogging his own political.
I told him that, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna call him out on the show and blast him because Anthony got a talent, and I need people like Anthony to use their talent, and that's what I want to be. I want to be somebody who's gonna push somebody to do good. Like Anthony has such a good talent when it comes to blogging, getting the word out. People actually listen to Anthony.
Yeah, they do.
So I think Anthony need to really use his platform. Like one thing I respect about you, Floyd, like you ain't on Facebook making statuses. You made your own platform and you bring everybody on. You can't do nothing but respect that. You can't do nothing but respect it.
And Anthony damn near the same level or even past as far as a following and stuff like that. But
look, we gonna hold Anthony accountable like he gonna hold me accountable if God put me in a seat. Anthony need to have his own political review website before the city council election is over. We gonna hold Anthony accountable.
Yeah. Yeah, we need to hold his ass. We need to hold him accountable. I gotta watch my mom be watching this, and a few other people be watching. They be like, "Man, I love the show, but if you just tone down the cursing, I'm gonna turn down the cursing and stuff." So
But one thing, at least respect what your people say. Like you can't do nothing but respect that.
Oh yeah. I appreciate it. I appreciate them for watching and sharing. Yeah. And again, y'all make sure y'all share this. And my boy AJ, he's wearing the KikBack clothing flag tee. Y'all can go on the website, check it out on the page. www.KikBack clothing is KIKBACK clothing. Y'all can check that out also. Here's another question. How can Beaumont grow? Beaumont hasn't grown in population in like 30 years. We've been around the 118,000 for about 30 years. So you got any ways to improve that? You think we can have the city grow?
The way you make the city grow is you got to bring economy. You got to bring commerce. You got to bring jobs. I'll give you an example. If you poll all high school students from 10th grade to 12th grade and ask them when they graduate, do they want to stay in Beaumont? How many of them you think the answer gonna be yes?
And most of them gonna say they trying to get out.
So the problem is we need to be asking ourselves as leadership, why do younger people want to get out? We don't invest in them, bro. Like that's one of the biggest problems in the city of Beaumont. We don't invest in our youth, meaning right now, the ages 13 to 20, tell me what do they have to look forward to? Nothing. 13 and under living in Beaumont is great. You got urban air, you got jumping world, you got the skating rink, you got the parks. That's cool. But 13 to 20, what do we have? Like, we need something like a main event or a Dave and Buster's in Beaumont. I'm like, we have 120,000 people. Why don't we have a main event of Dave and Buster's?
Yeah.
That's a problem, man. That's a huge problem. Like, we gotta have things that young people actually like. And like this summer, I'm gonna do an entrepreneur camp, and I'm gonna get investors, some of my business partners, to put in money for the entrepreneur camp. It'll be completely free to young people. And if you finish the camp, you'll get a stipend. You'll get a cash stipend at the end of completion. So I want to do things to push them to use their brain, use their mind, and do more things, because everybody don't want to be an athlete. Everybody may not want to go to college. You know, we got to teach them different things to do. So if we don't have relationships with young people, the way you grow a population is you bring in young families. When you bring in young families, you make it more family oriented, bro. The city will grow. And when you bring in better jobs, you'll see people move from all over to come work these jobs in Beaumont. So you got to definitely recruit businesses and take more investment into young people.
Yeah, and when they do build this, whatever it may be, they need to build it on the same scale. And I know Beaumont's smaller, but you know, like Houston, and I'm not finna knock Top Golf, because Top Golf is okay in this area. But when you go to Katy and all these other Top Golfs, man, you see that Top Golf and you like, I'm finna go over there. I'm finna go to the H, because you know it's the H. The Top Golf is a little bit better and stuff like that. Even though we have one in Beaumont, I think when we do need to build it, whatever it may be, it needs to be on the same scale to keep people from staying from going out here to going out there. Because you know, I mean, it's a different level. I know it's
it's pretty cool, bro. The guy Austin at Top Golf, the guy who owns it, his name is Austin. He cool. Like, he's so open-minded. You can go sit down and talk to him about that, and he'll be willing to invest and make it bigger and nicer, because it's hard when you're an investor. You kind of want to scale it on a small scale to see how it goes first. Once you realize it's going good, then you'll actually invest more money and do it on a bigger scale. I think right now, man, I kind of want to try to push Brian Thomas, the owner of Nails Place, man. I think he need to make it something like, man, what's that spot in Houston, man, that everybody go to? It doesn't need to be a club. He need to make it like, man, Prospect Park.
Oh, yeah.
So imagine it's already downtown. You know, we got the riverfront thing going. We get Crocker Street back going, and now you got him. They got that Prospect Park feel right there. Now we can have the scooters. Then we can have the bikes. Now downtown is what we want it to be. You know, all it takes is somebody just, you know, start the initiative, bro.
You know, when we had to evacuate, all Beaumont was in Austin and San Antonio riding scooters like crazy. I was riding scooters.
I was in Austin riding scooters, man.
I was in San Antonio riding scooters like I ain't never rode a scooter in my life, man.
But it was fun though, right?
It was fun.
That's something a grown man can take his keys to do and still have fun. You know, like, that's what we need in Beaumont. And that's things that I would actually try to get on the agenda. I don't know a councilman that wouldn't support things like that in their community. But if you put the scooters downtown, you got to build up everything else around downtown. That's why it matters that Crocker Street is going. You got the Nails Place. I think you should turn it into something like a Prospect Park, maybe a restaurant that can go all day. You know, like nightclubs are great. I've been there, done that, but right now the culture is kind of leaning more into hanging out, eating, you know, having a good time, maybe smoking hookah. You know, that's what everybody's kind of on right now. So in Beaumont, we got to learn how to jump on the wave and get ahead of the wave. We can't always be late to the party.
Yeah, and we got a few restaurants out there downtown, like Stirred Up Bistro and Sugars. And you know, we got like a base right now. And I think, you know, as far as what you're saying, I think we should have our downtown built up, and I think it'll be live, man, to have a, you know, an active downtown. That's something that I ain't never witnessed in Beaumont. I don't think Beaumont has ever had like I don't know, maybe back in the 60s or 70s or whatever it may be, having an active downtown. But it's something my generation haven't witnessed.
And Floyd, one thing I want to do for like our age group, we need to do think tanks. Like let's just say I have a think tank once a month at Sugars. Like, I invite everybody around our age group to come to Sugars, meet me. We can hang out, hear good music, and let's throw some ideas around. Let's put some stuff on paper and execute it. Like, I'm just one person. I actually need everybody in the city of Beaumont. I need everybody's help. I can't make it happen by myself. So I think it's good to include people that's talented and have great ideas. That's the only way we can make this thing thrive.
Yeah, facts. And then you already said that they talking about making Riverfront Park, investing in that. So I think that's going to contribute off of it also.
Yeah. And I also think another thing, like I was saying, the citywide internship program. Like if a kid want to be a doctor, you hook them up with a doctor as a 16-year-old. You might have a kid that want to be a city councilman. Then you formulate the youth city council. And like I give you an example, you got SGA at every high school. Imagine if the SGAs could actually come to the council meetings. We give them an agenda or initiative to put together themselves. They present it to the council. We vote and pass it. How you think those young kids would feel if we did something like that?
Yeah, that's devastating.
They feel like they can take over the world, but
yeah,
that's little things that's not hard to do. It don't even cost any money, so I don't understand why we aren't doing it.
Yeah, facts. Terry said as far as increasing the term limits to 3 years, you agree about that?
I definitely am for term limits.
Mm-hmm.
I'm for term limits. I think a good thing would be 3 years and 3 terms. So you got a total of 9 years. And if you're in Ward 4, you can go from Ward 4 to at large and do another 9 years. Then in 9 years, you probably can go to mayor. But I definitely am for term limits because I think I don't care who you are. At a job, you're always looking to grow. Like you go from an employee to maybe a shift lead, then to a supervisor, then to the CEO. Like you're always looking to grow. And I think in the council, the way our government is set up, you can stay in the same spot for a long time if the structure is the way it is. And it also forces something that we lack is mentorship between, some of our senior elected officials and people that they can actually mentor to come behind them. Like that kind of will force their relationship. So I definitely am for term limits, man.
Okay, facts. Joe Evans, we just
I want the smoke. I say it again. What Joe got for me?
Yeah, y'all had him on the show before.
Yeah.
Joe was talking about Ken the brother. He said Ken the brother, so he came with a respective topic term. He said Ken the brother. AJ talked about the relationship that should exist between the council and the school board, and how that relationship can help the city grow as far as population.
Bruh, when people look at investing in the city of Beaumont, they look at crime, they look at how you conduct the city of Beaumont, which is a council, and they look at our school district. Like that is key when you talk about bringing commerce and bringing more money to the city of Beaumont. Mm-hmm. So one thing about it is you heard people on the school board actually say they were looking to build a bridge and work with the council, but they feel like the council has forced them to put up a wall. That's not the direction we want to go in, bro. We have to actually have partnerships with the school district. We got to actually, as councilmen, take a vested interest and be in the schools, like be volunteering, be speaking, be in the rural programs. We gotta be able to have a school board member pick up the phone and call us. I think we need to actually have meetings maybe once a quarter where you have school board and council. We can do a joint city meeting, like where you can hear city topics and school board talking, and we can actually do the meeting together. And I think the only way that relationship can grow is if you have people that trust both sides. And right now, the trust is broken both ways. So I think it's crucial this upcoming election that we elect people that can have the trusting relationship so it can work both ways. Because one thing about it, the school district is not leaving the city of Beaumont. So guess what? We got to put our arms around it and love on it. And because these kids, they shouldn't be in the middle of this adult beef. So definitely we got to be adults about this. I don't think these kids need to be in the middle of this, because one thing that these adults don't understand, these children, they're smart, they're watching. And that's not the example you want to see when you see, the city council, which is the leadership of Beaumont, and the school board, which is leadership of Beaumont, fighting. Man, you need them to be working together, bro. Fighting ain't gonna work.
Yeah, facts. Another one, this is a good question too. Terry was talking about the equity to the north end. That's why I tell a lot of people, as far as business wise, and not hating on the west end, but if you're from like the north end or south end or South Park, keep your business or keep your investment in that neighborhood. That's who supports you. And you know what I'm saying, you bring equity to that neighborhood. You having people from out of town stop in that neighborhood. They might want to stop at a gas station or a store or wherever it may be to spend money in that neighborhood. And I don't know, man. I don't think we should.
But Floyd, man, the problem is, man, we gotta hold ourselves accountable for supporting what we got. like one thing about it is I can name majority of the businesses on Washington Boulevard, on Lucas. Most of the people in business know me by name because guess what I always do? I go in there and I support. I give them shout outs. I talk to people about how can you market it better, what are some things you can do. Like I gave somebody some advice the other day. They were having trouble with their restaurant. I said, well, look, why don't you do a private tasting? You know, like do a private event where you let people give some anonymous feedback where they don't put their name on it, but give you feedback about what's not right about your restaurant. And if you really wanted to grow, you need to read this feedback and actually work towards improving. But I definitely am for support what's in our neighborhoods. And when we support it, now some of these investors can open up and do even more in our neighborhood, but we got to support it. Like we have to.
Yeah, facts. Stacy, I don't think as far as Buc-ee's would be awesome, but Buc-ee's is a little picky because Orange wanted to try to get Buc-ee's, and they told Orange that I think they were trying to invest in Alabama or something. I don't know. It was a while back. But Orange was
Floyd, you know, we actually were supposed to get a Buc-ee's right by Tinseltown.
I heard about that a while back too.
So one thing I do want to improve, when you opening things and you're going through things in the city of Beaumont, sometimes it takes a long time for permitting. Like permitting, like you can go to some other cities and they have programs to where they do permitting in 24 hours and 48 hours. Sometimes in the city of Beaumont, we move a little slow. And when you move slow, guess what? That person with the money, the investor, they're going to the city that's actually on top of it. So I think we got to tighten up on some things in as far as our city of Beaumont to dealing with these businesses and these entities. Like we got to learn how to expedite some things and still do it in integrity, but let's quit dragging our feet on projects like that. It's no way when Buc-ee's was considering not going to Baytown and Beaumont, we should have jumped on top of that.
Yeah, so, we should be all over that.
That's not acceptable, man. It's not.
You got people that leave Beaumont just to go to Buc-ee's and come back.
I know. So we really had a chance to have it here, but they were moving so slow. By the time the city of Beaumont was ready to get everything going, they had already got everything approved out there in Baytown.
Let me ask you this: how important is the city manager job?
It's extremely important because the city manager is the person who's over all these different departments. Yeah, I mean the city manager is over fire, police, water, pretty much every department, planning and zoning, development, the city parks and recreation. The city manager is the spearhead over all of those.
Look, Stacy said he had Buc-ee's today. Okay, explain at large. A lot of people might not know what at large is. I mean, I remember posting like the ward map, and a lot of people didn't know they actually lived in certain wards. So as far as at large, can you explain what at large is to these people?
Okay, let me break it down how crucial it is to have somebody fair at large. When you have somebody fair and solid at large is just like the mayor. It's the mayor, and then it's 2 at-large seats directly under the mayor. And then it's the 4 ward seats under the 2 at-large seats.
Okay.
So honestly, if you can win at large, you really can win the mayor. You got a strong chance of being a mayor in the future because it's the mayor at the top. You have the 2 at-larges, then you got Ward 1, 2, 3, and 4. So it's kind of like a pyramid. So of course you got Ward 1 fighting for that ward, 2 fighting for that ward, 3 fighting for that ward, 4 fighting for that ward. And the 2 at-large people are designated in there to do what's fair for the entire community. So at-large represents the entire Beaumont. So sometimes we can't get caught up in fighting certain ward members because guess what? You can't get nothing accomplished on city council unless you got 3 other votes. You got to have 4 votes to get anything fixed in the city of Beaumont. So when we fussing at councilmen about streets, roads, drainage, if they don't have 3 other people to have their back, they can holler to they green and blue in the face. If they don't have 3 others to have their back, man, they won't never have the votes to get things accomplished in the area. So I think it's crucial we explain to people in Beaumont, you can't just look at one particular councilman. You got to look at everybody because you got to look at how people are voting for certain things.
Yeah. And that's one thing too. You know, I had a lot of people in my ear about a certain thing, a certain issue I was pushing with a certain person. And I'm stubborn. I'm a Cancer, man. I'm stubborn. Okay. You know, it takes me a little while to learn, you know, certain things, even when people tell me. sometimes I have to just see it on my own, you know. And I see what you're saying as far as having the votes pushed.
So
I
Floyd,
see,
go back and look at who pushes. You're a big North End guy, right?
yeah,
So
no doubt.
you should pay attention. You should pay attention to what councilman is actually pushing to improve the North End. Like you should really pay attention. Like you got 2 at-large seats that nobody ever watched.
I need that. Yeah, I need that.
So
I need.
let's see how them 2 at-large seats and that marriage moving, because that's what's gonna get the city of Beaumont in the right direction. If you think about it, every ward person fighting for their ward, that's the 1 vote for their ward. But them 2 at-large and the mayor, that's 3 votes. So let's see how those 3 are moving. Like we not holding the at-large and the mayor accountable enough. We kind of get on our ward council member, but we not really paying attention to at-large and mayor like we should.
Yeah, facts. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing too I overlooked. You know, I want to know who's voting against having Ward 3, which is the North End and the South End, things that was trying to get implemented into the community that was blocked. So that's one thing that I didn't see and then I didn't pay attention to. But I would love to know who was blocking certain things. If I talk to a certain person, I would ask that question because I would love to know. Hopefully,
this is what you ask them. Hey, this is an easy question. Say, what agendas have you supported in Wards 3 or 4? Let them run it down. Let them name it.
Yeah, fact. I get them on the show. I know.
Look, after they name it, don't take their word for it. Go fact check it. Go fact check it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, tell them, you know, prove it. You know, don't just fall for what they say, because most people just say what you want to hear and tell you what you want to hear. I always go fact check it, bro. Even with me, fact check it.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Jarvis's first comment. He said they need to open up the mall to like city play food area, eat. A lot of wasted space. I don't know what
one thing it's like, I think what hurt malls is everybody's starting to shop online now. You know, like it definitely hurts the malls. And one thing I noticed I got a peer support group of kids in high school, right? Mm-hmm. So the kids in high school, when you walk out of our mall at nighttime, they said they feel unsafe because it's dark. I never realized that it's not as lit up as, you know, it should be out there. Like, and we got cops on patrol. I think they gotta, you know, we gotta kind of let them roll around the parking lots too. I think the mall, you know, I think the mall is a great place, and I think we can do more to support our mall and do more, but we got to have relationships. Maybe we need to set up something to where it's the director of the mall, the person over the mall. We have a town hall meeting or a city council meeting at the mall. Mm-hmm. And now we have one of those meetings at the mall. Now people in the community can give them feedback on stores and things you like to see at the mall where they can aggressively go after them.
Yeah, facts. I don't know why. I mean, I'm not trying to put it on them, but I don't know why they don't reach out to the community and try to, I think as far as like business wise, you would try to like, try all avenues as far as, but you know, maybe that's new. Maybe they didn't think about that too. Maybe we could reach out.
Hey, look, let's hope they watching our show. Let's hope they watching the show and they see that the community want to help y'all. You know?
Yeah, facts, no doubt. It was a good question I just passed up as far as dang. It's a lot of good questions, man. I didn't pass up. What about infrastructure though?
Infrastructure is huge because myself right now, I live in Ward 2. So like infrastructure, I remember one time I had just had my baby and I was getting ready to bathe my baby and I ran the water and it was brown, bro. Like, yeah. In my neighborhood, I've actually experienced that. So when you speak on infrastructure, you got to really look at, are we really keeping the proper maintenance that we're supposed to keep on infrastructure? I think, you know how we have a committee for planning and zoning, we have a committee for police review board. I think we definitely need a committee for infrastructure. We need to take people with professionals in the infrastructure lane, formulate a committee, and let them bring ideas to the council. And now we can vote based upon these professionals. I think we need an infrastructure committee.
I heard it's hard getting in that planning and zoning committee.
It's not. Every councilman has 2 people to appoint. So if you cool with a councilman or you got a relationship with a councilman, ask them, hey, can you appoint me to a committee? It ain't hard.
Yeah, okay. I heard it's not I don't like to make it racial, but I heard it's not a lot of minorities in those type of meetings.
Floyd, right now we just got to talk about the facts. Right now, we have 5 white councilmen. We have 2 blacks. So if 5 people picking 2 people, that's 10, right? And if all 10 of them are white, you know, they're going to pick more. I'm not saying that they do this, but the writing's on the wall if it's majority whites in there, you know, like, but if we elect more of a diverse council of every race, now you'll see more people on planning and zoning in some of these committees. You got to look at right now what we got up there. Do I think white people are bad? No, I don't. I love white people. Like, I love all people. But the reality of the situation is we have a majority of our council isn't black. So you're not going to see a fair representation of these appointments in these different committees. Does that mean that white people against blacks? No. But they elect the people that they appoint people, I guess, that they have relationships with, or I would hope they appoint people that they feel would do the best job for the city. And somebody who's never been in the north end or south end, how would they know what's best for the area if they never ever been in that area? True.
Because a lot of people think like the north end and the south end or whatever, they think like this neighborhood is, they go by what the media represents, the outlets. Yo, it is some hard-working people that's getting money. They getting money in these communities that y'all don't know. I remember I had a friend from Sour Lake. He came in the north end. It was a while back. This was maybe like 2011 or something. And he had like a Nissan, I don't know. It was a small little compact car. And we was on Laredo Street. And he was like, is my car going to be safe right here? I say, bro, if you don't look across the street and see that brand new Acura across the street, I was like, bro, it is not what you think. Don't let the media paint that stereotype of these type of communities, bro. It's hard working in these areas.
Floyd, one of the most educational conversations I ever had was with somebody that didn't have much, and he was standing outside of Ace. You know what Ace said?
Oh, yeah, facts.
Yeah. So he was standing outside of Ace, and he started rapping to me about politics, bro. Like, he was spitting it out, hitting it with facts. Like, so, yeah, man, I'm one of those people. I don't look at people about what they are, what they have in their pockets, man. I judge people by their hearts, man. I don't look at all of that.
Yeah, no doubt. I got a friend of Aaron Scott. He's so into politics and he has great ideas, but you know, he voiced me those ideas. I wish he'll, you know what I'm saying, present them to the right people or even come on the show and talk about some of the issues.
Bro, you need to link me and him up, bro. Link us up.
He gonna talk you to death though, for sure.
I'm good with that. Bro, I'm into politics. I run into so many people that sometimes you can't even get away from. You might as well get ready to have a long conversation.
Yo, another question. And you talked about that. Do you think we should have polls for the residents when faced with tough decisions that the council have to make?
Bro, why the only time people have an opportunity to vote is when they're electing us? I think that's BS. People should be able to vote on things throughout the entire year. And now you can't complain about people don't come out to vote that much when it's time to elect us. When you starting to let people have an opportunity to vote all the time, now you'll see election numbers rise because now people be more engaged. When you don't let people vote, they don't feel a part of the process. So I think we need to do a better job letting people vote on certain things.
Man, I don't even know what they talking about. They said he did not say that. What are we talking about? What was that? We talking about a lot of stuff. I don't know. I'm gonna have to go back and fact check it or do some kind of stuff. What we was talking about. I don't know. They say he didn't.
I wish I could see the comments, but I can't see them. You know.
You can't see the comments?
I can't.
Dang. Anyway, as far as the transportation system, that's been very controversial. A lot of people think we don't need buses because a lot of people think that, some people think that they don't have enough people that ride the buses as far as, you know, to spend all that money. And then a lot of people think that we do need buses. You think we should implement some kind of program or something?
So Floyd, let me break this down. Okay, you have, like somebody who's 60 years old. Do you think they're, not to say they're not smart or equipped, but do you think they're equipped enough to actually Uber or share? Do you think they actually understand that?
Nah, they probably I'm not finna knock the old folks, but yeah, sometimes I mean, there's so much stuff coming out, they can't keep up with all that.
Yeah, they can't
They're
keep
not
up.
trying to
So
keep up with all that.
with that being said, some people, that's their way. That's the only way they know. That's what they understand. Hold on, Floyd. Somebody just inboxed me and said I gotta address this. Let me check what they talking about.
Okay, dang, it must have been real spicy if they inboxed them about.
I know, man.
Was it a paragraph? It probably was a paragraph they probably hit you with.
Okay, hold on. Wait a minute. So, Floyd, somebody just said that they were personally offended that I said a white person would appoint somebody of their own race. No, that's not what I said.
Okay.
I said let me address. I don't want to skip tough questions because by none action at all. Right now, you asked me about the appointments on planning and zoning. Right now, the majority of planning and zoning, you said you feel like the majority of planning and zoning are white. Didn't you say that?
Yeah, I said that.
So I stated right now, you got to ask the people on the council, why did they appoint the people on planning and zoning, and who did they appoint on planning and zoning? And I said the likelihood that the majority of the people on planning and zoning you're saying are white. We have currently 5 white councilmen.
Yeah, facts.
African American councilman can appoint somebody white, but it doesn't matter the color of the skin who you appoint. But like I said, if you have somebody who's never been in the north or the south end, how can you understand how to represent an area that you've never been and you're never accustomed to? So that's just like me going to Vider, not knowing nothing about Vider, and I'm telling them how to do certain things in Vider. It's nothing wrong with getting people who actually understand the area to represent the area. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, true that. Correct that, man.
Yeah, and I rather like stuff like that. I don't want to skip over it, man. I
didn't know. Hey, I'm not gonna lie. I got questions. I got people inboxing me and all that.
Like one of my best friends right now. He's a cop. He's white. One of my closest friends. His name is Bo Champagne. So one thing that I don't like about the community, we make everything black versus white. It's like you can't say anything because everybody makes things black versus white. And that's one of the main problems in the community we live in today.
Yo, Ms. B, this conversation is nothing about causing division. I'm just going by what's obvious. I'm just stating the obvious. It is nothing division by what we're doing. We're not trying to divide Beaumont. We're trying to make Beaumont better. So it's not even nothing like
that. And what I'm saying, Floyd, is this often happens. Like, we got to be able to sit across from each other, a black person and a white person. You got to be able to sit across from each other and talk about something like a George Floyd issue. You got to be able to talk about a school board name issue. Like, I do this often. I sit with people that don't look like me, and we have our perspectives, and I learn things from them, and they learn things from me. If we can't have these conversations, how are we going to move forward as a community? It's like nobody never want to talk about the obvious. We got to be okay with having tough conversations, man.
Facts. Hey, let me ask you something. Do you think Beaumont police needs to hire more minority police? I mean, Beaumont like 47% black. I posted it on Facebook, and I've seen, and this probably don't have nothing to do with it, but I seen I think the Beaumont police, they was were wearing like sergeants if you became a sergeant or whatever, lieutenant, and it's like 7-8 people, and they was all white. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying Beaumont is 47% black. I would like to have a little bit more representation when it comes to the Beaumont police department. How do you feel about that also?
I feel like Beaumont Police Department, if you look at when you start talking about funding and things in the Beaumont Police Department, things that I truly enjoyed in the city of Beaumont was programs like DARE, Chicken Club, the PAL League. When the cops would actually come to you and pick you up in the cop car, bring you to the basketball gym, and the cops would coach your basketball team. You had cops, like you said, back then it was majority white cops that don't look like you, but coaching you. And I think that definitely helped the community relationship between cops and the community, because all you see now is a picture of tension between law enforcement and the community. So I do think it should be a stipend, not just for black cops, but a stipend for cops that actually live in Beaumont. If you sign on and you live out here, I am for a signing bonus for people who actually live in the community. I think that would be a good thing. Like,
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
when you able to know somebody on a first name basis, somebody that that lives in these areas, when you know them on a first name basis, I definitely think that helps with policing the community.
yeah. And let me say this about Beaumont. I met a lot of Beaumont police officers when I worked at a certain place, and a lot of these officers, they really cool, dog. They really like some cool cats that that have a tough job. Dang, my iPods fell, and
Right.
I'm not bashing the Beaumont Police Department because I got a lot of officers on my page that I f with. I mess with. That's 100.
Man, Floyd, I do a basketball game, a community basketball game every Christmas called Hoops for Toys, where I take the Beaumont Police Department and the Sheriff's Department and entrepreneurs from the community, and we play a basketball game. And the Beaumont Police support it every year. They support it every year. The Sheriff's Department support it. So in order to get in this basketball game, you got to bring in toys. And with the toys goes to the kids that are less fortunate in that area. So my thing is, I don't have no ill will towards people who put their life on the line for us every day. But at the same time, we got to be able to have transparent conversations about issues going on in the community in order to move our community in the right way.
Yeah, no doubt. Christy, I personally do encourage minorities to apply to be cops and stuff like that. If you want to change the problem, then I think we need more minorities in there. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Floyd, I actually just sat down with a young minority guy and hooked him up with a law enforcement officer, and we had a conversation on what are the steps he needed to go through to get hired by the Beaumont Police Department. So that literally just happened with me about 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. A friend of mine that I work with, he shared the I think it was the Indeed or something like that. So Mike, I definitely will share the job application and stuff like that. And I think, yeah, as far as like us minorities, we need to check it. We need to check ourselves because we like to paint a picture like as far as like applying for the police and all that. That's like a bad thing or that's a stigma and stuff like that. I will applaud anybody who applied to work for the police department, the fire department, or anything to help the community because we need more minorities in these type of positions, to be honest with you. Because like I said, Beaumont is 47% African American. I think we need more representation as that. Mike played through so.
I challenge right now, if people feel like they're in the community, we can put a group of minorities together and we can actually sit with Chief Singletary. Like, he's that open to actually sitting down and hearing people from the community's concerns. Like, he's open to that. So we can put a group of people together and we can actually do that. It's nothing wrong with that.
Okay,
people are actually applying to be cops, so we can actually sit down with the chief and have a think tank on, how we can get that police department like what you're asking for. So he's open to it. I sit down with him all the time.
Okay, Latoya said they are applying. Okay, Latoya, saying let us know. That's what's up. They are applying. Okay, that's good. Let me ask you a question hypothetically. If you received a $1 million grant, what would you do with that as far as the city of Beaumont? If you had $1 million, do whatever you want with it. What would be your idea for that use?
If I personally received $1 million grant,
yeah.
If I personally received $1 million grant, I would really like to invest it into the south end of Beaumont, and I would like to give them a community center similar to the Rec on Gulf Street.
Okay.
I think it's real important that those kids and those people in that neighborhood actually have a center they can go to and get on the computers, get tutors, do homework, do sports activities, and back to school drives. I think because a lot of people who live on that side of town, they may not have the transportation and things like that to actually get to the north end on Gulf Street. So I think that's very important.
Yeah, that's true. I forgot the south end. They don't have a community center like that on Gulf Street. Oh, that's Fred. He talking about how you gonna answer every question with a positive answer fast and all that. He talking about Fred supporting you, man. Fred, get out there.
But one thing about being a public figure and being in the spotlight, it's nothing you can do to make everybody like you. All you gotta do is be true to who you are, bro. And if God on your side, no weapons formed against you will prosper. So I totally understand in politics, everybody won't like you. And that's completely okay. Long as you get up every day, working your butt off, doing everything you can to improve your community and doing your job, that's just what it's going to be. Everybody's not going to like you, and that's completely fine.
Yeah, I know politics can be spicy.
Yeah, it can, but it doesn't have to be. You got to kind of pay attention to the people who want it to be like that. It doesn't have to be like that.
I got a few more questions because we've been over the hour and stuff like that. You know how podcasts go, you know what I'm saying? People attention span, you know what I'm saying? After a certain time, they're going to be like, you know, it's like an hour and 50-minute podcast or whatever. I got, you know, it's going to take them a whole month to digest all this. But another one is, and it's just recently happened. How do you feel about the a certain school taking down the Black History fist? As far as ISD making them take that down.
I think the unfortunate problem in our community is we don't have the relationships to where we can sit at the table and understand each other's culture, heritage, and history. Like, I think the problem is some people are under the presumption that the fist is inciting violence, but it's actually inciting empowerment. It's positively an issue for African Americans. Like, it's empowerment. So when you don't have a relationship to whereas you can't talk and actually have these conversations about each other's culture, heritage, and history, then that's when you have these kind of issues. Like, I think that's just something that can be easily explained and filtered through. I don't necessarily think we should attack each other's culture, heritage, and history. I don't think we should do that.
Yeah, that's true too. Now, this is these questions that I'm gonna ask you. We almost done. As far as
hey Floyd, I'm not in a rush. We good.
Okay, all right. Well, you know, I picked up some OT tomorrow, so I got to get up like at 4 something in the morning. You know what I'm saying?
Cool.
But if somebody wanted to support you, as far as like the shirts and signs and stuff, how can they hit you up to support you?
You can hit me up. I'm the kind of person, I'm transparent, so I don't mind giving my cell phone number out. So 409-893-5690. You can give me a call. If I don't answer, shoot me a text. And if I don't answer, 9 times out of 10, I'm probably on the phone with someone. So you can shoot me a text. So 409-893-5690. You can visit my website at www.ajturner.org. www.ajturner.org.
Chris,
go ahead.
Christy made a comment. She said, I think this is a yes question anyway. She said, do you think psych tests and criminal backgrounds are relevant to the position? I guess she's talking about for counsel. Do they have a background test?
Can you ask Miss Christy, is she referring to counsel, or can you ask her, is she referring
I don't know if she's referring to counsel or not. Do they have background checks for that position? You just go apply, right?
Yeah. Well, they actually don't have psych tests and background checks as of now, but I do think that can be beneficial because honestly, you want to know what some people have going on prior to electing them to be on council. Sometimes people can get in front of a camera and get in front of a group of people and talk great. You know, so the problem is it is good to have a background check so you actually know things about the candidate. But one thing I'm big on is when you do background checks, I'm a person that, let's just say somebody went to jail. If you went to jail, I was a parole officer for 9 years. So I think a little differently when it comes to that. So when people go to jail, they do their time, they serve their sentence, they get out, and people still judge them and treat them a certain type of way, and look down on those type of people. I think that's one of the major problems in our community as well. People who served their debt to society and they got out of jail and they trying to get on the right track, we need to do a better job of welcoming them in with open arms and not judging them and giving them a hard time.
Oh, hey, AJ, she talking about BPD.
Oh, BPD. Oh, yeah, I think that definitely is a need. Yeah, I agree with Ms. Christie. I think that is a need with BPD because sometimes you don't know what you're getting into an incident has already happened. And I think that can be unfortunate as well. Like, you don't want something bad to happen with an officer and somebody in the community, and then you go back and check it, and you find out it was some psychological issues going on with that person prior to being hired.
Yeah, no doubt. Look at D Norris. D Norris, man, I already put you down with a few clients. He trying to promote his photography thing, which I need a discount on that photography. I've been hooking that boy up, man. Shout out to you, D Norris, been tuning in and stuff like that. But yeah,
hey, Floyd, I challenge anybody who may not be sure about how I gave a perspective on something. I'm gonna say my number one more time. If you're not sure, you may not have liked how I responded to something. Give me a call. Let's have dialogue about it. I think that's one thing we don't do in our community. We may not agree on something. Pick up the phone. Let's talk like adults and let's see each other's perspective. And maybe I may have said something that somebody don't understand, but I'm true to who I am. And I'm real firm on my morals, my values, and beliefs, but I'm open-minded enough to have conversations. So once again, 409-893-5690.
Latoya say cops need to need to be required to work at the prison at least 2 years. I guess, I don't know. I guess so.
Well, hey, I'm gonna see if I can get Chief to come on your show because Chief can answer a lot of these questions in reference to law enforcement, man. I got a pretty good relationship with him, so
yeah,
I might put a call in for you and see if I can get him to come on.
Somebody talking about do the chant. What chant is they talking about?
That's Desiree.
This chant been popped up like 6-7 times, man.
Floyd, when I was in high school, they used to say, AJ, he's the man. If he can't do it, no one can.
No, man.
That's what she's talking about.
We lost you, AJ, as far as the visual.
Yeah, a lot of them rules and regulations come from public safety, though, man. So, yeah,
okay.
A lot of rules and regulations when it comes to some of those positions come from public safety.
All right, I got 3 more questions. One of the questions is as far as our teens, do you think we should implement more programs catered to our teens? Bakita had a nice one as far as I think she said 18 to 21 or something when they leave high school. That's a very important age as far as them determining their success factor or whatever they're gonna do. But
me personally, Floyd, I want to catch them 13 to 20. Like I want to catch them in middle school because that's the age where I think we wait too late to start talking to our kids about their future and what they want to do when they graduate. We need to start talking to these kids when they're in middle school about what you want to do in life after high school. Like we got to start catching them early. That's why I proposed a citywide internship program, and that program is going to be for kids, teenagers. So I definitely think we need to catch them early. Like 18 to 21 is a great idea, but I think we have a lot of issues when their minds start to wander, and it's around middle school. So I want to catch them earlier than 18.
Yeah, and I did some mentoring as far as Willie Ray Smith. You did some over at Willie Ray Smith too.
I'm at Willie Ray Smith too. Yeah,
man.
Bring some coats and blankets for an event we got coming up.
Yeah.
Hey, look, and shout out to Willie Ray Smith because they're doing a coat, blanket, and food drive for the senior citizen home that's right around the corner from their school. Yeah. So that's the kind of things that I wish we would promote and push about our youth. Like, you want to see positive things that's going on. And one thing about me, I'm a positive person. It's hard to get me to go the low negative route. I don't move like that.
Mm-hmm. Shout out to Joe. I'm gonna try to get Joe on the show one day too soon.
Joe, ask him right now. Joe, when you coming on Floyd's show? Let's put him on the spot. When you coming on, Joe?
Man, Joe homeboy blocked me, man.
Well, we gonna get you unblocked.
Not Joe, but his homeboy blocked me, man, who used to work at the news. He blocked me quick, man. We was cool, but he blocked me off a certain thing I said to him. I just wanted him to be fair on certain things, and he just said, forget that. He blocked me. But it's all good, though. We get blocked.
That's what I mean, Floyd. That's the problem I got in the community. Like, when you don't agree with somebody, you can't have a perspective conversation. You should be able to talk about it and let it bounce back and forth. If y'all can't agree, you should say, okay, we just gonna agree to disagree and leave it at that. I feel like it's kind of weak when you get mad and block somebody. Nah, don't do that. Let's be adults. Like, we should be able to have a conversation, go back and forth. Yeah. If we don't agree, that's fine. Let's move to the next topic.
Joe, I'm talking about Kevin.
I don't know.
He used to be on the news. Kevin Steele.
Yeah. But I think that's one of the main things as adults. One thing we won't never understand each other's perspective, culture, history, heritage, and how we feel about things if we can't have these conversations or I get mad and not want to talk no more. to me, that's like little kid stuff, in my opinion. You know, like we got to be adults about things. And when you're adult and you're mature, then you can move things forward. But you got to be able to have conversations. And even if you don't agree, move forward, man. Move forward.
Yeah, Jody. Shout out to Jody Everett, man. I was talking about a crawfish ball. He really want to have a crawfish. He really want to have a crawfish
Hey,
ball, not brawl,
hey,
but
we
ball.
talking about we talking about investors. That not Jody Everett. He a solid person in the community, man. Always supporting people, always doing good things. Like
Yeah, shout out to
we
Jody.
need to get him to invest in something in the North End, huh?
Yeah, real talk. Yeah, real talk, man. Hey, another question. What did you learn from your last time running?
I learned relationships are everything. One thing I learned about politics is you have to have the ability to work across the aisle, meaning you got to have the ability to work with somebody who may not think like you, who may not look like you. And you can't judge people by the color of their skin. You got to look at people's hearts. And when you look at people's hearts and you're not looking at their skin, a lot of great things can happen. But you got to be aware, you know, it's some pretty mean people out here. You know, you got to learn how to navigate that. And if you're going to be in politics, you got to have tough skin. If you don't have tough skin, you won't be able to make it. Like I said, some people are going to come after you. Some people might not like you. They might not like your ideas. They might challenge your perspective. But you got to keep moving. You know, you got to really have the armor of God on your side to survive in the political game because it can be real dirty.
Yeah, you definitely gotta have tough skin to deal with a lot what people may say might be false. You know, just to, you know what I'm saying, just to put that stain on your name or whatever.
Yeah. But when you're a solid person, sometimes you'll have people who got your back or speak up for you. Because some people try to twist your words and say, well, he said this. Nah, I don't want to get past nothing. Let's talk about, you know, the facts. And if somebody's not sure about how I said something, let's just talk about it, you know?
Yeah, no doubt. My last question, man. This has been a dope show too. A lot of people been hitting me up, inbox me saying the show dope. It ain't wasn't even over with. Yeah, they talking about the show was dope. Why?
Appreciate y'all, man.
Yeah, no doubt. Real talk. Last question. Why should somebody vote for AJ Turner, man?
Man, you want to vote for somebody that's accessible. You want to vote somebody that's relatable. You want to vote for somebody that's the same way every time you see him. And you want to vote for somebody that can work with everybody. One thing you can't say about me, I can work with everybody. I can walk in any room and I can work with anybody. You want to vote for somebody that you can look up and say, that's my councilman. That's somebody I'm proud of. I think that's the kind of energy we need to have behind our councilman. We need to be extremely proud of who represents us. And I hold people accountable in the community. If you're not proud of your councilman, that's your fault because you got to do a better job getting behind somebody else. So you need to vote for me because I can work with everybody. I stand on my own 2 feet. I'm my own man.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to do what's best for our whole entire community.
That's one thing you always emphasize as far as standing on your own. You know, you got to be able to stand on your own. You know, that's real talk. That's fact. That's in life. You got to be able to stand on your own. So
because when you ask people, you be like, well, tell me what initiatives, what do you do in the city of Beaumont? Then some people be like, well, I work with such and such, and well, I did this with this person. Man, the people in the crowd don't want to hear you leaning on somebody. They want to hear what have you done.
Mm-hmm.
I'm big on a lot of things. I don't have to physically say what I've done because most of the people in the community who follow me, who've known me all my life, they watch me physically with my actions. They know what I've done. So the actions speak for you.
Yeah, facts. And you know what I'm saying? Yo, AJ, man, I know you can't see the comments, but man, Miss Mose be talking about how you be going to the meetings with short shorts on, man. They
He say shorts, not I don't know, maybe skinny jeans, but I ain't never with no short shorts.
Somebody said short pants.
Oh yeah, they said I go with short pants. But hey, look, that's what I mean, Floyd. Like you gotta have people who are true to their identity, who they are.
Yeah,
I don't try to act and dress like somebody else. I'm AJ. Like it or love it, that's who I am. So my thing is, I'm not trying to be like nobody else. I'm not trying to dress like nobody else. I'm not trying to talk like nobody else. I'm gonna be genuinely true to who I am, AJ. And that's the kind of people that people respect. They want people that's real and normal and that they can touch. They don't want people trying to act and be something that they're not. I'm not gonna do that. So Yeah, I'm sorry. I like fitted suits. You know, I like nice shoes. I like to dress neat and nice. That's me.
Hey, what I asked you about the shirt before the show came out, I said, was it too tight for you?
What I said, Floyd.
You say you like it, you want it fitted.
That's how I wear my clothes. Like,
Yeah, all day.
so
Yeah,
so
and
so
I
what, then people will be looking at me crazy if I had a big shirt on. What people gonna be saying? What's wrong with AJ? Like,
yeah.
or if I had a baggy suit on, what you think people gonna say?
Yeah.
I ain't never seen AJ dressed like that. So
I don't like them. I don't like those baggy suits. I like the suit fitted. I like those fitted suits, man.
But you know, once again, Floyd, you're gonna have some people who might not like it. Some people might think it's fly. So one thing you can't get caught up in how everybody else feel, bro. You gotta be true to who you are. Like
Yo,
you can't be like
shout out to Brandon. I thought Brandon's suit was gonna be a little fit. I'm not finna clown Brandon. That suit was baggy, dog. I say, hold on, B. That suit. That boy from 1998.
used to wear the tall tees? Remember how we used to wear the tall tees?
Yeah. I say B had the baggy suit on. I say, okay, all right, that's how we doing it in the folk. You know what I'm saying? He representing the folk.
Man,
That's how
Floyd, you wrong, man. You ain't right, bro.
That's my boy though.
But
I
swear,
like
and know what was funny? It was a councilman who told me when I win city council, he gonna wear skinny jeans, and I'ma hold him to that. So I'ma hold him to that.
Oh, I didn't know.
I'm not gonna reveal who he is, but just know he a current councilman, and he don't look like me. He said if I win, he wears skinny jeans. So guess what? You done had him on your show too, Floyd. So we gonna hold him to it. So if I win, he wears skinny jeans.
He said
you
he
know
gonna
what
wear.
I'm talking about. He told
he
me.
said he gonna wear skinny jeans. He need to wear one of my shirts too.
Jeans. Huh?
He need to wear one of my shirts if you go.
So this is how we gonna do it. We gonna put your shirt on him with my skinny jeans, and he gotta wear it for a whole day. So we gonna hold him to that.
I wonder what size shoe he wear. I could put him in some J's too.
Yeah, we gotta swag him out a little bit, man.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we could put him up. We could put him down and stuff like that. So,
but man, Floyd, one thing, bro, I gotta be true to who I am, man. Like I don't want to get lost in that. One thing I'm thankful for is my wife. My wife she not gonna let me act like somebody I'm not. Like that's my biggest supporter, my number one supporter.
I heard it in the background when I talked to you. I heard it in the background. I was like, oh yeah,
bro, and that's what I'm saying. I'm not gonna act like somebody I'm not because my wife, my biggest cheerleader, my kids, my biggest cheerleader. They're proud of me, so I don't want to act like somebody I'm not.
True that. Say AJ pulled out the brown suit one day. I said, "Goddamn, AJ from the Great Daddy." Man, Fred be talking about Fred. Man, hit AJ on the inbox or something, man.
Hey, tell Fred. Hey, now what everybody gonna do if I walk in with a Jerome off Martin suit? Like, nah.
Yeah. Like,
oh, council meeting like that, man. Like, nah. Bro, my mama probably disown me.
Okay, Mike say he up for the additions in his wardrobe.
Hey, so look, so you heard him, right? So tell him if I win May 1st, he wears skinny jeans. Let's make a deal right now in the comments so we can screenshot it. So ask him if I win May 1st, is he wearing skinny jeans?
Look out, y'all. AJ say if he win May 1st, Mike Getz is wearing a KikBack t-shirt and some skinny jeans and some J's.
He say he up for the wardrobe. Y'all see that, right?
Hey, he say he up. He say he ready to rock out. Okay, we gonna see. I'm gonna call him out too.
Mm-hmm. But that's what I mean, bro. Like you gotta be true to who you are, and I definitely think our council can flourish with diversity, man. Like with different age groups, different races. I think our council really could take off, man.
Yeah, I see a lot of. I'm excited about this coming election. I'm more mature about it, to be honest with you. I'm more educated on it, and I'm more involved on it. And because, like I said, man, I don't think I'm moving anywhere. You know, I used to back in the days, I used to want to move to maybe Austin, Dallas, Houston, or whatever. But now at my age and with my job and all that, I'm not starting over. So I'm pretty much invested in this community. So I'm invested in Beaumont because, you know, we got kids that want to grow up in better conditions than what we lived in. So I'm definitely involved as far as making a positive change and having Beaumont grow uh, on the positive side and everything. So
But Floyd, even when we talk, I always tell you, I don't care. Don't let nobody get you out of your character, man. I'm not a negative person. There's nothing you can do to make me go that route. I don't go low. I don't move like that.
yeah, that's something that I'm not gonna say that's something that I just learned, but that's something that I put an importance on as far as being positive, no matter what, because I can't let negativity affect what I got going on. I can't hating on somebody is not gonna get me to where I need to go.
No, and tell Mr. Roy, I just seen that comment. He said, "When AJ wins," I said, like I told Mr. Roy, guys say the same, it's gonna happen. So tell me, man, Mr. Roy is very influential in my life, like a very smart guy, man.
I
Not
like
only
it.
do we talk about politics, we talk about life. Like I call him all the time for advice. Like Mr. Roy is a very educated man.
I like Roy, man. Me and Roy had a few disagreements lately, but Roy still on. I call Roy Big Bro because I
But
like
watch
his.
this, Floyd. Y'all had disagreements, right? Did he block you? Did he quit talking to you?
Nah.
See, that's real, man. That's real.
One time I did see him at the soccer field. I stopped and raised down the window. I was like, Terry. He looked at me and he was on the phone and he kept talking on the phone. I was like, he drove off, man. He did me bad though.
He played you. See,
Then I
but
seen.
you gotta be, but you gotta be able to tell him. You know, you
I
gotta
hit him on Facebook and he was like, "Oh, I didn't know I was on the phone and all." I said, "All right." I seen him at HEB one time too, our first time, and we double looked at each other. And he's like, "Is that Terry?" And he's like, "That's Floyd." And then I hit him on Facebook. I said, "Was you at HEB?" He's like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Oh, okay, all right." But
Hey,
yeah,
Floyd, no, but know what? I can't wait. I can't wait till this is all over because, man, there's so many things that we can do.
dang,
I was
AJ
talking
Flo.
about starting the In Your Hood campaign, but you call it In Your Neighborhood, but we're gonna say In Your Hood. So imagine if we took a party wagon, a party bus, we took the DJs, we took the smokers out, and we pulled up in Maida, Plymouth Village, we pulled up in Sunlight Manor, we put up in all these different neighborhoods with music, free food, and we just went to deal with the people. We're not going to ask them for a vote. We're not going to ask them for anything. We just going to love on those people in those neighborhoods. And Chief Singletary was on board, Zena Stevens was on board, you know, like some of the elected officials was on board. And that's what I challenge elected officials to do. Don't just go around these people when you want them to vote for you. Go mess with them all the time. Like, don't do that. You know, that ain't cool.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah, but all those people on board to do that program, but then COVID happened. So soon as COVID's over, man, we're gonna pull up in a different neighborhood. But In Your Hood campaign, we're gonna do it once a month. And the police department was on board, sheriff's department was on board. When we talk about community policing, that's how you community police and help build relationships.
Brandon say, "Don't forget."
What Brandon talk about? Yeah,
He said,
hey, look, you know, he had to throw a award. He had to throw a award for a plug in.
Yeah, I seen that. I seen that. He in tune. We glad you paying attention, my brother. Yeah, for sure. We got all that.
Hey, he didn't say no when he was talking about his suit, though.
Yo, yeah,
it's all good. When he was talking about his suit.
Yeah, man. I forgot what he said. He didn't say nothing about the suit though. But that suit.
I was man, Floyd, you wrong, man.
So you must have thought that too, though.
Hey, you know Brandon, he my fraternity brother. You know we always wear neat, nice clothes. So the first thing I want to say, man, B. I said, man, maybe he ain't trying to be fitted. You know, I'm like, man, maybe he lost.
I thought that was an old pig. That's why I say, man, maybe that made an old pig.
Man, Floyd, man, you got
to have made. Yo, B, Brandon, you got to have made to upgrade that pick, my G. You can't have the foe looking like that, man. He said he lost weight.
I told you he was gonna say that.
Oh, my bad, dog. I didn't know you lost weight, man.
Hey, Floyd, and tell him this, man. Brandon small, man. He always mean mugging, like small, dude.
Yeah. Yo, man, you got me about to cry, man. I ain't gonna lie.
Hey, but honestly, man, shout out to everybody that stepped up and put their name in the hat for city council elections. Shout out to the incumbents that's already there. Shout out to the people that's running. Hey, let the city of Beaumont make the decision who they want to see up there, man.
Hey, Brandon said add him to the call right quick.
Nah, we ain't adding Brandon.
No,
hey, how many times he flaked on you?
He flaked on me twice.
We not adding Brandon. We gonna keep on talking about his suit so he can't say nothing. All right.
Brandon, you supposed to come on the show on the 19th. Him and Miles are coming on the show on the 19th.
You think he gonna show up, Floyd?
I don't know, man. I'm nervous, dog. I ain't gonna lie. I'm nervous that you know what I'm saying.
Man, hey, Brandon, last time Floyd was doing the show, man, you wanted like 5 shout outs, man. Come on, man.
Yeah. I shouted him out one time. He kept shouting. I'm like, God dang, bro. Like, still he was like, dang. He said,
hey, you know, Brandon proud of his business, man. Ain't
he say, drop your location. Yo, hey, man, chill out.
Brandon know he know where I live, so I gotta chill, man. Brandon know where I live.
Brandon, we don't want no problems, my G. We just
we not gonna talk about his suit no more, man.
Look, I ain't trying to promote reality, realty Beaumont Texas or whatever. Y'all get at that though. Hey, AJ, I appreciate you wearing the shirt, man. I appreciate you coming on. This has been a fun show. This is one of the dopest shows I've had, man. I ain't gonna Brandon. I think
honestly, man. How many you got that it make you respect somebody in politics who's normal, who's himself. Like you don't want nobody, hey, I'm Albert AJ, like be normal, man. Be normal.
Yeah, facts, no doubt. Hey, Brandon, be normal when you come on the show, bro. I bet you wear a tight shirt too. He probably gonna wear a tight shirt.
Hey, look, he gonna say y'all got me wrong. But Floyd,
he said he gonna pull up. I think he gonna pull up.
If I wore a baggy suit, what would everybody say, man? What's wrong
it would be the same thing. Like, yo, AJ going too hard right now. Like, you gotta chill out. That ain't it. Okay.
Nah, Floyd. What Lil said?
Lou said he need a 3. He need that in a 3-8.
Nah,
hey, go to the website, my G. I got you.
Nah, but look, Lim, one of my business partners, he always be picking on me because of my skinny jeans and man, how Lim always be picking on me, man, bro. And then he bigger than me, so he be trying to take advantage of me.
Yeah, for sure. I think I got that. I think I got it in a 3X, my G. If I don't, I can make that happen though, for sure. Go to the website. Go to KikBackClothing.com. I think I got it in 3X. If I don't, I'll make it happen for sure.
Man, y'all support my guy, West African Floyd, man. He doing this thing. He been doing this thing for a while. I'm actually a fan of the show. Every time he on, I tap in and I comment. But, man, I'm proud of you, Floyd, bro. You're using your platform and you're giving back to the community. Anybody who hating on you, it is what it is,
Brandon right now, he talking about don't vote for AJ and don't support the kickback.
hey, look, Floyd, guess what? If you don't have haters, you're not popping.
Yeah, facts though. Real talk. Hey, Brandon.
Look, Brandon. Let me plug my business like Brandon, man. Support AJ Turner Enterprise LLC.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm a diehard Cowboys fan.
All right. Yeah, real talk.
Look, Brandon, I got my shout out in too, man. Shout out to everybody who commented. And I'm gonna go read the comments. I'm gonna respond to people in the inbox if I didn't get to you. So,
yeah.
Hey, I'm trolling tonight. I'm going to read the comments.
There's a lot of them. I ain't gonna lie. There's a lot of them. It's probably over 100, 200 comments on that thing, dog. That thing lit up. Whoa. But hey, man, I appreciate you coming on, man. I'm surprised my daughter didn't hop on. She wanted to come hop on the show. I ain't even gonna lie. She must be
Floyd, my baby was knocking on the door, man.
That's how she is, dog. I ain't gonna lie. She must be asleep now because she.
I got 3. So I got a 12-year-old, 3-year-old, 2-year-old, and 9 months. So if I would have let them in, they would have pushed my camera over, jumped in my lap, took over the screen.
It would have been show over. No, Brad. Hey, B, you got your time coming on the 19th, my brother. I got you, man.
Oh, I'm gonna ask him a lot of questions too, Floyd. So
yeah. Grill him, man. Make sure it happens. But yeah, AJ, I appreciate you coming on, man. I appreciate you, and I'm gonna have to get you back on before the before May, man. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely, man. Definitely. Like I said, hey, definitely, I pay homage to all the current elected officials. Hey, respect the ones that's running. May 1st, may the best person win.
Yeah, real talk, real talk. And like I said, a lot of people, as far as telling me, like, as far as who do you support and like that, the only person that I have been able to, I'm not saying able, but the only person that I supported was you, because you know, I just feel comfortable. Yeah, she like she must have heard me talking about it. But I respect your grind, your vision, your passion, your commitment to the city of Beaumont, and I don't know why someone would not want to get behind you. So I definitely want to see you up there making that happen for the community, man. And I appreciate you coming on the show.
Bruh, I definitely want to get up there. I just want to showcase my ability to work with everybody, no matter what race, color, creed. And I just want to show I'm ready to do the right thing and do the best I can in my power to move the city in the right direction. So, man, I appreciate you endorsing me, Floyd. It really meant a lot because I have never seen you endorse anybody. So, much respect, man. Much respect.
And I appreciate you coming on, man. You be safe, and I thank you for wearing the shirt, though.
KikBack. Hey, man, AJ, you wanted the bigger size? I said, nah, bro, I'm good. This is how I wear my shirts.
All right, man. Be safe, bro.
Hey, God bless you, man. God bless all y'all that watch tonight.
All right, now 100.
All right, bro.
All right, man. That was the show. That was a fun. That was informative show. AJ was rocking the KikBack flag tee. Y'all could go on the website. You could go on the website right here, KikBack Clothing. Y'all can check it out. I got a lot of different shirts on there. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, that was a dope show. That was a really fun show. And like I said, man, y'all need to start paying more attention to local politics because my opinion, I think it's more important than the presidential election and all that type of stuff. But to tell you what I have coming up, I got Miles. He's running for Ward 2. I got Brandon. He's running for Ward 4. And they're going to come on the show on the 19th. Also, look, he texting me right now. Also, next week, look, if any business entrepreneurs want to come on the show next week and holler at me on a Saturday, yo, we could chop it up on Saturday. I was going to do it solo, and I was going to talk about a few things, a few current events and what I had going on or whatever. But any entrepreneurs, if y'all want to come on the show and y'all want to talk about entrepreneurs as far as Beaumont local-wise, if y'all want to come on the show and y'all want to talk about what y'all got going on, Brandon, not you. We already know what you got going on. You coming on the 19th. But any entrepreneurs that want to come on and talk about what they got going on or whatever, you could come on the show. You could promote your business or whatever and talk about, you know, as far as what you're selling, you're doing. It's going to be next Saturday. You know what I'm saying? That's your opportunity if you want to do that. So anyway, I thank y'all for coming on. Y'all share the show. Y'all check out the clothing, KikBackClothing.com. It's inspirational clothing for influential people, man. And influential people, what I mean by that is people like yourself, people like the college student, the athlete, the person that's grinding the 9 to 5, that's trying to accomplish goals in life or whatever, the mom, the dad, anybody's influential. You got kids, you're influential to your kids or whatever. So this clothing brand is inspiring, it's inspirational, it's about people that have passion, commitment, dedication, in whatever they're doing. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate everybody that supported so far. So we finna get out of here. I'm finna put her to sleep. And I thank y'all, man. I thank y'all for rocking out on the show. It was definitely fun. And shout out to you, Brandon. I see you texting me, dog. You know what I'm saying? I was just joking, bro. Dang, somebody just tapped the line. Somebody just ordered something from KikBackClothing.com. That's what's up. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate that. Order in. Oh, okay, Lou, you just ordered? All right, man, I got that ASAP. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you, my brother. You know what I'm saying? That was 100 right there. Off the love. Hey, send me a friend request, man. I'm going to add you. Let's network. Shout out to you, Terry. Big bro. Shout out to you, Mitch. Shout out to you, Daniel. I know you don't. You probably... Oh, okay, yeah, bro. Remember me in Sutherlands, man. We used to chop it up all the time in Sutherlands. That's that old school right there. Shout out to Mike, Miss Mosby, Holly, Ashley. I'm not finna go through all that, you know what I'm saying? But shout out to everybody that commented and shared. I'm finna get out of here, man, because I got to get up early and get that OTZ money, you know what I'm saying? OTZ. So I'm gonna holler at y'all. I'll see y'all next Saturday, and I'll see y'all on the 19th where we have Brandon Johnson and we have Miles coming on, running for Ward 2 and Ward 3. Oh, okay. Dang, I didn't know you was Nikki's husband. My bad, my brother. Dang, she ordered it. She got a shirt coming in too. All right, y'all showing love. Yo, D, before I get out of here, this how you purchase. It's on the website. Hold on, let me get your thing off. It's on www.kikbackclothing.com. Hey, thank you, Sigur. That's what's up. That's love, man. I appreciate that. But let me get out of here, man. I'm finna try to put her to sleep. And I got to go to work in the morning and stuff like that. But I thank y'all for rocking out on the show. And man, y'all be safe and y'all be blessed, man. Love y'all. 100. We out of here.